Another Monday noon walk here in Ljubljana. Couple of people around. No dogs. Actually, I saw one there in the other park green area. Pusti, look now. So, what can I report this time? Well, another worse week. Basically, we have a series of weeks, and each of them was worse than one before. So actually, yesterday we had, I think it's the new record, and we basically reached 53.1% of positive tests. So yesterday, and currently we have more than 1,000, I think 1,006, I think that's the figure, people in hospitals, plural, due to the COVID. More than 200 of them are in intensive care. I think on Saturday we had only 9 free beds in all the hospitals across Slovenia for COVID patients, and so they are committing all the hospitals' resources for COVID patients, which means apparently the plan is just converting, the normal departments for COVID patients, and apparently we will this week, tomorrow or Wednesday, they will be able to create about 1,200 beds all across Slovenia for COVID patients, which means all other patients that would need hospital care, especially intensive care, car wrecks, amputations, major trauma, heart attacks, strokes, and so forth, there will be no beds for them. So yeah, I think at the end of October we had like 25,000. Pridi, Liza, gremo. Greva, čez. No, dajmo, no. Lizzie, as I was saying, we had, I believe at the end of the previous month, we had 25,000 active cases of COVID across Slovenia. So people that were infected with COVID, and this number now rose to 42,000. So almost doubled in 2 weeks. And we still have, people that every week are protesting because of the measures against COVID. And of course we still have, teachers and school administrators that are not willing to, let's say, do their part. So one of now problems for them is that they should be supervising the self-testing of pupils and students. And of course, some of our teachers do not want this. And Lizzie, and she doesn't want to move. Liza, pemo, na dejno, ni nobenega kužeta. There is no dog. Not a one, well, there is one dog. There is. But she doesn't see it. So yeah. You know, they have the same, let's say, thing in Austria, and there is no, you know. Pridi, Lizika, na dejno. There is another dog coming, but it will not go to the field, I believe, due to the stroller. Yep. Lizika. So yeah, you know, and then we have, of course, initiative of Slovenian doctors, medical doctors, that are against this also against the measures, and of course some of them are actively, you know, using social media, basically being anti-vaxxers, you know. There is one which is a dentist, and Lizzie peva, no, zdaj pa to pa je že dost. And he is basically denying that there is, denying the existence of COVID, and that vaccinations are basically not the cure or a weapon against the disease, but they are actually creating the disease. So according to him, there is no such thing as measles, COVID, mumps, influenza, flu, you know, nothing like that. So this is only a product of the, you know, big pharma. So yeah, and he's of course doctor, a dentist. So if I would be the Slovenian medical chamber, I would go proactive on every and each of these licensed doctors and just put their license to work here in Slovenia. If they don't believe in the medical science, then they are not a medical professional. Plus, last week there was a big, let's say, police action, big revelation from the police, and basically they found 2 medical doctors that had been forging medical notes, certificates for different people without ever examining those people. And apparently in several years, they don't know how long this was going on, but in the last couple of years they found at least 14,000 such events, forgeries. And they also then, you know, with the COVID, they also started to, you know, make false doctor's notes regarding COVID, you know, like that a person was tested and it's negative, or that it was vaccinated and so forth. So yeah, basically in the last month or so, they have found several doctors and also, let's say, nurses and medical technicians that were actively falsifying, you know, different like, let's say, so basically they were giving negative test results certificate even though there was no tests. Some even put the basically notification that the person was vaccinated in the database, medical database, and so forth. So yeah, and of course now we have a lot. Every week they police get fined several people using forged or modificated different, negative tests, vaccination notes, and so forth. So yeah, people, and of course people still have problems, with restrictions. They still want to go out, parties, and bars and restaurants are still full, and so forth. So yeah, people have rights but no duties, not to themselves, not to the fellow human beings, not to the society as a whole. So yeah, school is empty because now they are homeschooled again due to the spreading. So yeah, that's it from Ljubljana. We'll see you later. Bye.